everyone, welcome back to Obscurus Lupa Presents. You know what time it is. Ah yes, Cynthia Rothrock, how do I love thee. Today's movie is Sworn to Justice, yet another film that features Miss Rothrock avenging the death of her loved ones. The twist here, however, is that Rothrock's character suffers a blow to the head which makes her psychic, thus helping her solve the case. I'd make a joke here if I hadn't already. If you watch the special features on this, it seems like this was one of Cynthia Rothrock's favorite roles because, as she says in the video promotion, she's playing a real woman. Yes, a real woman, just like any other criminal psychologist who knows martial arts and has psychic powers. But to give this movie credit, it does put Cynthia Rothrock in a much more feminine role than usual, which is a nice change from her usual tomboy character. So let's see what this movie has in store for us. Ooh, starting with some quotes. No thanks, if I want some real philosophy, I'll stick with Troy and Ashford. Our destiny is not by chance, it's by choice. We open on Rothrock's character Jana as she comes home, only to discover that her sister and nephew have both been murdered by burglars. Really? We're not even going to establish these characters first? I guess they just wanted to dive right into the tragedy and get that out of the way. Yes, don't forget the necklace, and be sure to take it as awkwardly as possible. It turns out that the burglars are still inside the house, and they threaten to kill Jana. Why exactly they didn't just leave unnoticed, I'm not sure. Aw man, not another victim who knows martial arts. Ooh, heels to the face. That cannot feel good. The lead burglar guy tries to shoot Jana, but she makes her crafty escape. Yeah, that'll show them. Oh, sorry, I guess I'm supposed to be concerned. That's it? That's all she had to do to get psychic powers? Hit her head on a tree? How does that work exactly? At least in the dead zone he had brain damage and that sort of explained how his brain rewired itself, but what's going on here? Is it like TV amnesia, where if she hits her head again, she goes back to normal? She had the perfect life, being a kick-ass martial artist. But then she realized she was going to be constantly cast in movies where she avenges loved ones' deaths. Like this kid here. Nothing ever changed, except her character's name. Now she's playing a psychic. That's kind of cool, I guess. It's kind of like my show, The Dead Zone. It was a cool series. I mean, if it hadn't dropped every subplot and never solved a damn thing. Jana reacts to the news that she suddenly has supernatural abilities by, not reacting at all. Really? You don't have any questions, or... Okay, it's your movie. She's dropped off at her house sometime after the crime by her friend, I guess. Who needs to establish characters? Bye, friend character! Bye! Okay, they just left those body outlines there? Is this still a crime scene? Then why is she even there?
Oh, Detective Sergeant Briggs. Why don't you come right the hell in?
Sorry, Miss Dane. You know, officially, this is still a crime scene.
So he's just okay with her being at the crime scene? Trying to determine who could be behind the murders, Briggs questions Jana.
And you fought these men off? All 3 or 4 of them?
I worked my way through school as a martial art instructor.
I guess it's more believable than the usual setup. Jana refuses to talk about that night and kicks out the detective before holding her sister's necklace and having another vision. Yes, truly the most helpful visions she could possibly have. She never would have guessed that it was the burglars that killed her sister. Oh hey, it's Mako. Do I need to make some sort of apology, or...? No, I think you're good. Oh, okay. He's just here to cameo, basically, but it's fun anyway.
Get a job.
Jana goes back to work despite protests from her coworkers.
I need to get back to work.
What's with the porny music? Yes, this is the perfect time to introduce a love interest.
Jana, this is Nicholas Langford.
Ah! Ooh, cooties! After demonstrating about as much chemistry as we get from 2 5-year-olds, Jana decides to take a case involving a cop killer and his notorious lawyer.
You can't protect me, Lorraine. Axe murders are my business.
Whoa! So Jana is staying at her friend's beach house, which you can tell is a beach house because there's the constant sound of the ocean and seagulls inside. She decides to go out to get some aspirin when she has a vision of the clerk being robbed. I got nothing bad to say about this fight. Not really, I actually like it. Sure, the animal sounds are a little weird, but at least this fight scene is intentionally funny. Fun fact, one of the thugs here was played by a clown from the Ringling Brothers, which is why he does the weird stunt where he falls on his head. According to the special features, this whole fight scene was modeled after Jackie Chan's comedic fighting style, and I can definitely see that when I watch the scene back. I think that's part of the reason I like it, because it's Cynthia Rothrock's tribute to another martial artist that she respects. It's great to know that even an action star like Cynthia can be a fangirl too. But now a somber moment. Those are the exact same visions as before, and just as useful. Good scene. I guess this makes Jana kinda curious about her supernatural powers now, so she goes to the Department of Psychology to test her abilities.
Anybody calls. I'm on my way to my office.
Hey, it's Walter Koenig. You know, Chekhov from the original Star Trek series. That's all I got. I don't know why he's in this movie either. Koenig plays Jana's former teacher, who determines that she may, in fact, have psychic abilities.
The lowest scores I've ever seen.
Well, that's good because that means that I'm
It
not.
means almost certainly that you are. Your very resistance to the idea affected the test, you see.
So what, because she did poorly he thinks that's a good sign? Because there's absolutely no chance that the low scores would mean that she just isn't psychic. I mean, we know she's psychic, but that's just because it's the plot of the movie. While they're out, they come across one of Koenig's patients.
Andrea isn't quite ready to talk with us yet. We ruled out retardation.
Yes, folks, that just happened. You just heard Chekhov say the line, "We've ruled out retardation." Jana touches the little girl's coat and has a vision of her locked up somewhere. So, just to recap, the most useful visions she's had so far have had nothing to do with the main case she's trying to solve.
Hi, I think we had a meeting at 4.
What, no unnecessary zoom-ins this time? Aww. Later that day, Jana uses the bat one of the burglars used to determine where he lives. She finds him robbing a woman nearby. Naturally, he's a burglar, so he's got nothing better to do than burglarize people all day. Okay, so you're just gonna ignore the martial arts woman who looks exactly like that one lady you robbed? Huh, guess so. So Jana has gone through all of the trouble of finding this guy. What's she gonna do, kill him? Ah, we're using Lady Dragon 2 logic in this movie then. If they're evil, it doesn't count. Just an observation, doesn't the guy who keeps the keys look like a husky version of the guy from Early Edition? Oh man, I bet that burglar guy is wishing there had been a cat foretelling his eventual impalement right about now. Briggs shows up at Jana's house to ask her about her latest case, and since there's impending saxophone music, you know what that means.
We're trying to stay alive while a bunch of thieves take over the town.
Oh goodness, not the full-on bathing suit underwear! Scandalous! After that scene, Jana goes to a party for the DA's mayoral campaign. Dan the man? What, is he trying to beat out Frank the Tank? Anyway, Nicholas decides to make his move.
If I could afford a romance right now, you'd be Prince Charming, but I can't.
Well then what was all that flirting about earlier? I guess he just couldn't do enough silly zoom-ins to seal the deal.
By the way, do you like Italian food?
Whoa?
Just 2 days ago, KAZW News at 5 aired the story of an unidentified man in black who prevented the robbery of an all-night convenience store.
He was a little guy.
What? The clerk guy couldn't tell Jana was a woman? Really?
I can't believe it.
Wait a second, who's that guy? Why is there a flamboyant pirate in their gang? I want to know more about him. Anyway, the gang is run by the beardy guy, Eugene. Also, he knows Kung Fu. Of course. Eugene is working for someone else who we don't know yet, but is definitely not a dirty cop because, hey, that would only be another action movie cliche. Okay, I lied, it's a dirty cop. Meanwhile, at Nicholas's place, subtle.
I'm sorry about your pants.
I guess something happened to his pants? So yeah, clearly she can't afford the romance right now.
We're both students of the mind, and we both studied Kung Fu.
He knows Kung Fu too? This is not how the real world works.
Who told you that?
I happened to see your file on Lorraine's desk the other day. You're the most exciting woman I ever met. I had to get to know you.
Oh yeah, stalking her and invading her privacy? That's some Edward Cullen shit right there. This scene is getting too steamy, movie.
Show me your form. Show me.
Sissy slap fight. I guess that's enough reason for her to take her clothes off. Truly, romance is in the air. Oh, really? Do you really have to put her butt cheeks that close to the window? Yes, because my true vision of hot, steamy sex is a guy in his tighty-whities straddling Cynthia Rothrock. Ah! No, Cynthia, don't do it! I mean, Look, she's a grown woman, whatever, but it's like walking in on your parents. I do not need to see that. Remember when I said Eugene was working for someone who definitely isn't a dirty cop? Well, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but it's Briggs. Briggs is the dirty cop. I'm surprised in such a way that is not. Meanwhile, Jana talks to Mako for a bit.
We spend passion to buy peace, yet you are surrounded by fury.
Well, she is the angel of fury, Mako. After that, Cynthia is giving her opinion on the cop killer case when she touches the murder weapon and discovers that the defendant was involved in her sister and nephew's murders. This leads to some serious acting, yo.
How did you know?
I know, that's all. Just like I know. You're one of the animals that killed my sister and my nephew.
I wouldn't push it, Cynthia. If you kill him, he'll just bring himself back with a voodoo curse, and you do not want Chucky after you.
I'm the worm inside your brain. And if you don't talk to me, I'm gonna eat my way all the way through and come out your ear.
Oh man, I take it back. Tell her, Chucky, Cynthia's gonna mess you up. Jana does some kind of bad fake punching and gets told about Eugene, who is the only one who knows who's in charge. A vision or two later, Cynthia goes after the criminals who are, as usual, spending all of their free time burglarizing someone. A smoke bomb? Oh, come on, where did she get that? Glad she had that smoke bomb so no one could see or recognize her.
Oops.
Ha, good old-fashioned fun. Ah! Nicholas discovers that Jana has been keeping pieces of evidence and suspects that she might be up to something. Jana handles it with about as much grace as a grade schooler.
Whatever you're doing, it's wrong.
No, you're wrong. Take your clothes and get out of my life.
Isn't he on the roof? Like, the one you fell off of? I guess there's stairs or something. Wait, why didn't she use them before? This seems like a good time for a fight scene. Slow motion car rolls, oh yeah. And slide. Then we get a battle with the stunt coordinator. I really want to know where these guys are getting their henchmen from. Also, this scene needs more flamboyant pirate. Oh heavens! Oh hey, there's the pirate guy.
Hey! I'm the one who told not to leave any witnesses. Come on, bitch!
Good thing I told you how much of a dick I am. This will definitely not put me in any danger. Oh, hindsight! Brother got blown up? Want to talk about it?
You let my brother die!
Wait, pirate guy is still around? How the hell did he get out of the building so fast? In an effort to avoid Nicholas at work, Jana's friend offers to drive her car around the back so she can leave that way.
No!
Holy crap, how many explosives were in that car?
I wanted to split you up. Jealous. I was jealous.
It's okay.
Let me just touch your face wound, that'll help.
I didn't want him. It was you. I always loved you.
Oh. I mean, this is kind of deep. This is a side of the relationship I never thought about, and she's dead. Now shit just got real. Jana goes after the criminals at their criminal headquarters / nightclub where Eugene is keeping his dead brother in a chair. Someone told them that when you're blown up, your hair is usually burnt too, right? I don't know. It's not nearly as emotionally resonating as the Lady Dragon 2 corpse in a chair.
It's my baby brother. You understand?
I understand that corpses don't usually move their eyelids so much.
What am I gonna do with you?
As long as you don't breathe on me, we'll be all set.
That's the only one-liner she could think of. I would have gone with, "You just got burned," personally. This leads into a pretty impressive fight scene, though one has to wonder why all of the lackeys are just standing on the sidelines. I mean, you guys could probably kill her pretty easily. There are like 20 of you there. Eugene is about to take her out when it's revealed who the guy in charge is. Yeah, we already knew it was Briggs. He's about to kill Jana when a challenger enters the fray.
Jana!
Wait, let my generic 90s love interest appeal save the day. Oh snap, they're going undefeatable on us. Question, why did their criminal nightclub have a giant net? What purpose could it possibly serve? It takes a lot of skill to be able to do martial arts in a net like that. I'm not going to deny that. But that's a little bit like the pommel horse in Gymkata. Just because your protagonist can use it, you still need to have it make sense. Isaac, no! So Nicholas is gonna fight Eugene? Who the hell is Jana gonna have as a final boss then? The pudgy detective? Oh hey, Isaac's okay. Not cool, man. Now that he's dispensed of Eugene, Nicholas puts on his shirt and goes to Jana's aid. Good final battle. Having avenged her loved ones' deaths with the deaths of countless other people who no doubt have families of their own that will miss them, Jana and Nicholas make out some more and we end on a freeze frame. Ah, the happy ending. That was Sworn to Justice. Final thoughts? Was Sworn to Justice any good? Surprisingly, yes. You can tell that a lot more effort than usual was put into this one, and everything from the fight scenes to the music to the wardrobe was very well thought out. Even the cinematography looked more professional than the usual Cynthia Rothrock fare, and it seemed like this movie was a labor of love. Because everyone else seemed to be having a good time, so does the audience. The fight scenes were solid, Cynthia was at the top of her game, and the movie came together into a well thought out piece. If you're looking for anywhere to start in Cynthia Rothrock's American films, I recommend checking this one out. Next time, I'm reviewing Ireland's first martial arts movie. Yeah, it exists.
What am I going to do? Well, what am I going to do?
You must win the tournament.
I can't. They have Nicola.
If you win the tournament, you'll break their power.
But what about Nicola?
Don't worry, we'll get her back.
Meglio stasera, baby, go, go, go. Or as we natives say,
Get a job.